So here we are on the Pokemon Showdown website. To play in this league, you'll need to create an account on this website. So right at the top, you'll see the play button. We're going to go ahead and click that. So on the left will be the battle formats that you'll be able to practice with using random opponents online, your team builder, and some leaderboards. You'll also be able to find a user. On the right has some chats, but we're not going to worry about that. For now, just go up to the top right where it says choose name and type in whatever username that you want to use for the league. Now that you've chosen your name, you're going to have to register that name so it can only be used by you and it is not temporary. You're going to click on the settings box right on the right side of your name, register, and when you register, it prompts you to create a password. Go ahead and type that password in and answer the security question, and that will be your permanent name for this season. You can try to make a different name if you want to, but whatever you chose when you filled out the form to join the league is what your name's going to be. The goal of this video is to get you battling so you'll be able to practice before the season starts and you know how Pokemon Showdown operates. To make a new team that you have drafted, you're going to select on the side of the home page on the left, Team Builder. You're going to click then New Team. You will have no team members at the time, so you'll have to go to the Format section and scroll down to National Dex. That is the format that we will be using. Make sure not to click National Dex AG, as this is a different format. When you click New Pokemon, it will immediately show you the strongest rated Pokemon that are available in the National Dex format. Don't worry about this. This is for if you're just battling online against some random opponent that has nothing to do with the league. We're going to be adding in the Pokemon that you have drafted. So let's just pretend that I have drafted Pikachu. When the Pokemon appears on the screen, you'll be able to either manually or automatically input all of the stats and items and moves for your Pokemon. Go ahead and feel free to change the nickname of your Pokemon, as that will give you some personalization to your team. You can equip nearly any item in the game onto your Pokemon. However, there is a select few items that would make sense for each one depending on their moves and their stats. Let's go ahead and click the light ball because that is a normal Pikachu item. You can also change the ability. I'm going to click Lightning Ride right now for information purposes later on. Then, if you're manually inputting all the information, go ahead and put in your 4 moves. You can change the moves and the item, anything, later on at a different time. Remember, you drafted this Pokemon. Now that I've filled every tab on Pikachu's page, that Pokemon is done. Let's go ahead and move on to the second Pokemon that I drafted. Let's pretend that I drafted Aegislash. Now I don't know much about Aegislash, so I will use the Smogon link to import a pre-made stats and moveset list. Let's go ahead and click the link on the far right tab. Scroll down to the strategies area. Let's use this substitute moveset. I'm going to click export. I'm going to copy everything in the box. Go back over to Aegislash on your team builder. Click import and export and delete everything inside the box here. Go ahead and paste what you just copied from Smogon. Save it. It has automatically populated all of the stats that you have just exported. Let's go ahead and click the next Pokemon. I'm going to fast forward now since I've showed you how to manually and automatically fill in all of the Pokemon stats. Go ahead and put in the rest of the Pokemon team you've drafted. Now that you've put together all 6 of the Pokemon that you want to use in this team, remember you'll have 4 more Pokemon on your bench that you'll be able to sub in whenever you want. Go ahead and try different Pokemon in teams to see which ones you like best. It's optional to create a nickname for your team, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Go ahead and click the Validate button to make sure your team is legal. It looks like I can't use the Lightning Rod ability, so I'm going to have to change it before I can battle in the National Dex format. I'm going to go ahead and change it back to static. Click Validate again. It seems that I can play, so I'm going to go back and leave to the home menu. At the home menu, you can practice with the National Dex team by clicking on the Format tab and going down to the National Dex. It should auto-populate your team that you just created. When the battle begins, you'll be able to see the enemy's 6 Pokemon that they've brought to battle, and also yours. Go ahead and decide which one you think is best to begin with. I'm going to lead in with Pikachu. The enemy is put in a Granbull. At the bottom of the screen, you can either choose to attack or to switch. And on the right side, you'll see a chat you can talk to anyone who's joined the lobby with you. You can see all the stats of every Pokemon on your team and their skills. You can also read the skills of your Pokemon that you have out right now. You can also check the enemy team, including their typing, and their HP, and their statuses. Any stat boost or decrease will be shown on the bottom of your HP bar. Let's go ahead and battle. Oh shit, I just got one shot. Okay, so I'll switch over to Blastoise. Blastoise was my Mega Pokemon that I chose at the beginning of the draft. There we go. On most teams, your Mega that you've drafted is one of your most valuable Pokemon. Make sure to use its effectiveness in battle each game. Play out the battle until all 6 Pokemon are defeated on one side or the enemy forfeits. This will be the end of the tutorial. I hope that you gain the knowledge you need to use the Showdown website. Feel free to check the next video on how to draft your team. Thank you. Bye.